Sagittarius for Friday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Sagittarius for Friday? Oh, that kind of wanted to come out. Oh, be careful. The Devil card, all right? Be careful what you allow your mind to think here, okay? You could have some very, very dark thoughts or some very, very dark ways trying to come up, like old ways, old habits that you've already gotten rid of, you know? It's like, I'm seeing somebody being tempted here. Tempted, you be careful, especially if you got something going on where you're tempted sexually, because I'm seeing some of that for some of you guys, not a whole bunch of y'all in this collective message. I'm seeing, you know, that temptation. And I'm seeing temptation come up as far as like wanting to do an action, wanting to do something that you know you're not supposed to be doing, you know, but you're tempted because it feels good to do it, you know, but it doesn't feel good after. The consequence is way too great. The tax is way too high. So remember that. Even if you want to go out and drink, if you want to go out and smoke, if you want to go out and drug, whatever, that you've already conquered this, you know, consequence. You already know the consequence of this and you've already conquered this. So Sagittarius, I'm seeing that even though you know the consequence, you still feel like you want to do it anyways. All right. You know that it's bad behavior. So be careful of those thoughts, because those thoughts are coming in. I'm just seeing thoughts come in where it's bad behavior and you're like, man, is it worth it? Because it's going to feel good at the time, but afterwards, you already know the consequence. Your hidden energy is the Five of Cups and the Temperance card. Father's asking that you really stay balanced here, because you already know the results. You know what's happened in the past. With the Five of Cups being here, and look at her sadness, you know, crying over spilled milk. It's like, man, I knew better. I knew better. That's regret at the end of the day. You're going to regret it if you do it. So be careful not to listen to the devil on your shoulder. Be careful, okay? This is not to invoke fear. This is just to say, if that temptation, that idea comes up in your head, you know, even as kids, remember as kids, we want to do something and we know better. We just know better, you know, and Father's like, don't do it. Do not. He's saying balance yourself, okay? Balance that darkness within you, because that light wants to shine and the darkness wants to pull you in. It's all about balance, you know, because you can't completely get rid of the darkness. You need both. You need that balance. So balance that, but understand that you don't want the consequence of regret here, okay? All right? The devil's here for a reason. It's always here for a reason. But that light and dark, it's so crazy because I said something about the devil on your shoulder, and now I'm seeing the two. Like, you know, this angel sitting here. Look at the angel and the Temperance card saying balance that. You got that darkness wanting to come out right now, okay? But you got that light that's saying, you know, combating it. Like, hey, we already know how this ends. So, you know, just pay attention to that, okay? Anyways, that's what I have for you. That's the lesson this weekend. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend, and I will see you next time. I hope this helped and blessed.